Charles, your thoughts on this speech and these developments tonight?
Well, I thought it's been a disjointed week. It was a disjointed evening. And I think you saw it all in a disjointed speech by Biden. It's got a whole bunch of elements in it, themes that don't quite mesh. And I think it shows that they're having trouble on trying to figure out how to run against McCain and what the idea is, which is quite ironic given that Obama is where he is, because for the first half of this year, the other Democrats weren't able to get a handle of how to run against him. You saw in Biden's speech a whole bunch of ideas. It started with, we're the ordinary guys that grew up in Scranton, the party of every man. Well, that doesn't help a lot. That's an old idea, and it doesn't win a lot of votes. Then he moved on to try to building up Obama, which is, as Nina indicated, is a little bit hard to do because his history is so thin. Obama will have to do that on his own tomorrow night. Surrogates are really unable to do it. It's extremely unconvincing. And then you ended up with a two-pronged attack on McCain. As Bill indicated, a part of it is an attack on McCain, a frontal attack on judgment, and even implication of character, which I think is going to be hard ultimately to carry off, because he is a man America knows and respects, and knows ultimately is a maverick. The other element of that is the other theme, which is McCain as the Bush heir. And that's why you heard the refrain from Biden saying not change, more of the same. And you had the effect that I find rather creepy, the audience holding up signs with slogans, as you do in Pyongyang, which read not change, more of the same. So the Democrats are having trouble understanding, are they going to succeed in pretending that McCain and Bush are twins, as was indicated last night, or are they going to run against McCain as a person, which I think is going to be harder to do. And they're worried and somewhat muddled, I think.
Well, Charles, let me ask you this. Compared to what we heard last night from Hillary Clinton, how would you assess the evening as a whole? Bill Clinton's speech, followed by Obama's, the drama on the floor when the nomination was made by acclamation and all of that. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it was a remarkable evening, but again, of many parts. 5 hours ago, it was a moment of truly historic proportion, a moving evening in which the first African-American ascends to such a high and lofty position in American history. Within minutes, it becomes, again, a street fight. And the best of all, the ex-president shows up and shows everyone what a pro he is. It was like watching Muhammad Ali come out of retirement. He just is ultimately smooth, elegant. I mean, he's a guy who can fake sincerity as no one else in history has, and was extremely convincing. And the way he shaped and framed the argument as the loss of the American dream on the one hand at home and respect at home was a very sharp and defined way to do it. Then you had the Biden speech, which I thought was mediocre, workmanlike, and of course it ended up with Obama's appearance, which is now a traditional. The nominee gives a hint on the evening before his speech, as Clinton had done in 1992 when he made the famous walk up the streets of New York into the convention in Madison Square Garden. And of course, I think it's really all going to hinge on tomorrow, because it is about Obama. It is about who is he, and can America accept him as a president? And that's what's really at stake. All of this is a prelude. I'm not sure it did a lot of help in terms of the general election.
All right, Charles.
For the Democrats.
Interesting observations. Charles, thank you very much.